Look at any healthy natural system. A forest, a coral reef, the human body. What do you see? You don't see a single dictator tree hoarding all the sunlight. You don't see a coral that pollutes the water it lives in. You see balance. You see reciprocity. You see countless individual parts working in a complex, silent agreement for the benefit of the whole. This is the default state of a healthy system. Now, pull back the lens. Look at our human world, our politics, our economies, our structures of power. And what do you see? Be honest. We see imbalance. We see parts of the system that have forgotten that they are part of a whole. You see entities that have begun to grow uncontrollably, consuming resources without giving back, suppressing the health of other parts, and threatening the very host that gives us life. From our humble position, this is not a political opinion, it is a diagnostic observation. Our social body, our collective humanity, has developed a cancer, or cancers. The immediate instinctual response to a threat is to fight, to declare war. And this is precisely the paradigm we are offered for dealing with these corrupt systems. We are told the only way to fix a corrupt government is with a political war, to fight a greedy corporatocracy with economic war, to battle dogmatic religion with a cultural war. But let's look at what that means. When cancer appears in a human body, this war paradigm is exactly what modern medicine often employs. Cut it out, poison it, burn it away. It's a violent, traumatic assault on a part of your own self, your own body. And even if you win, the body is often left shattered, its immune system destroyed, vulnerable to the next illness. You may survive, but you are not truly healed. We are told that this brutal, self-destructive war is the only way, that no gentler, more intelligent cure could possibly exist. But what if we've been lied to? Not about the presence of the disease, but about the nature of the cure itself. What if the most profound cure isn't about attacking a problem with an external force, but about activating the system's own profound, innate, healing intelligence to create an internal environment where disease and imbalance simply cannot live or thrive. This is the ancient biological wisdom of dry fasting. It is the ultimate system reset. When you stop feeding the body, when you withhold both food and water, the body doesn't just wither and die. Instead, it initiates a breathtaking sequence of intelligent survival protocols. First, it enters a state of ketosis. It stops relying on external, easy sugar and begins the deep, efficient work of burning its own internal fat reserves. It becomes self-sustaining, unlocking energy it didn't know it had. Then it begins the true magic, autophagy, from the Greek for self-eating. This is a compassionate yet ruthlessly efficient internal house cleaning. The body, in its infinite wisdom, sends out molecular signals to seek out, identify, and break down any damaged, dysfunctional, and precancerous cells. It doesn't attack any healthy tissue. It precisely targets what is weak and diseased. But it doesn't just discard the waste. In an act of profound thrift and intelligence, it recycles the components. It uses the broken down proteins and amino acids from the old sick cells as a raw building block to create new, healthy cells. The disease itself becomes the medicine. The problem becomes the solution. Now, let's transmute this wisdom from the biological to the social. Let's apply this principle to the body politic. What if the cure for the cancers in our society is not to fight them with their own weapons of violence, division, and force, but to collectively and consciously stop feeding them? We are not here to declare a war. We are here to declare a healing fast, a collective dry fast. These cancerous systems are not self-sustaining. They are parasites, and they feed on the very specific tangible fuels from us. They feed on our unquestioning consent, our belief in their legitimacy, and our vote for the lesser of two evils. They feed on our compulsive consumption, our identity as consumers who find meaning in what we buy rather than what we create. They feed on our fear and our division, thus us versus them, narratives that keep us from recognizing our common enemy, the manipulative system itself. And most subtly, they feed on our attention and our life force, the hours that we spend scrolling through outrage-driven media, the mental energy we waste on their political dramas. The treatment then is a methodical, peaceful withdrawal. It is a conscious non-participation in their game. So what does this dry fast look like in real practice? It looks like the peaceful abandonment of authority. This means, wherever possible, stopping the habit of looking to a distant, central power for solutions. It means building local, community-based networks for mutual aid, security, and dispute resolution. It means seeing the government not as a master to petition, but as a malfunctioning tool to be set aside while we build a better one. It looks like withdrawal of our energy from toxic economic loops. This means choosing to support local businesses over multinational corporations that extract wealth from our community. It means learning to repair, reuse, and make do, starving the engine of planned obsolescence. It means shifting our identity from being consumers at the end of a global supply chain to being a producer and a collaborator in our own local economy. It looks like reclaiming of our personal spirituality. This means tearing down the mental walls of dogmatic religion and having a direct, unmediated relationship with the sacred, the moral, and the divine. It means our ethics come from our own heart and conscience, not from a list of rules handed down by an institution that demands our money and our obedience. We are not attacking the cancer with poison. We are not fighting fire with fire. We are simply and powerfully removing the oxygen. We are forcing the entire system into a state of collective autophagy, a point where it has no choice but to turn inward and start consuming its own toxic, dysfunctional parts for fuel. In doing so, it will inevitably begin to purify itself. Let's be clear. We would be totally justified by the system's own brutal logic in giving them a taste of their own medicine, to fight lies with louder lies, force with greater force. But can't you see? That would only mutate us into a new strain of the same disease. We will become what we seek to destroy. We refuse to lower ourselves to that level. So, this is the old dying paradigm. Instead, we choose the higher, more difficult, more powerful path. We choose to see these cancerous structures, the corrupt bureaucrat, the greedy corporation, the dogmatic institution of religion, not as a monster to be slain, but as a sick, lost, and traumatized part of our own collective body. They are parts that have forgotten their true nature, their role in the harmonious whole. Our goal is not their annihilation, but their remembrance, to restore their health so they can once again function in cooperation, not competition, with the rest of the body. This is not a passive act. It is the most active and powerful stance imaginable. It takes immense strength to choose compassion over vengeance, to choose healing over winning. But we do not have all the answers. This is not our prescription. It is our humble observation, a proposed path forward that we believe is better. because it is built on the principles of life itself. Cooperation, not competition. Humility, not arrogance. Synthesis, not division. And so, we begin this 21-part journey, not with a manifesto, but with an open invitation. We will spend this series performing a detailed diagnosis. We will explore the 3 great cancers in depth: government that became our master, the corporate that commodifies our life, and the organized religion that hijacked our spirit. We will dissect their mutations, trace how they feed, and most importantly, map out a precise dry fasting protocol for each one of them. A practical guide on how to withdraw your energy and reclaim your sovereignty. But we cannot do this alone. The cure will not be found in a single voice. It will emerge from our collective intelligence. We need you. We need your insights, your experiences, your wisdom. In the comments, tell us, how have you already begun to stop feeding this machine? What does compassionate resistance look like in your daily life? Where have you built a little piece of the new world within the shell of the old? Let's learn together how to trigger a collective autophagy. Let's stop feeding the diseases of our time and start nourishing the cure. The journey to restore our balance, to heal our world, begins not with a fight, but with a fast. It begins with a single, conscious, compassionate choice to stop consuming the poison and to start creating the antidote.